Aubrey. I'll let you go. Well, hello and good morning. Thank you so much for having us. You got it. I am the Reverend Michaeline Miller. I'm the director of Deaconess House. I first moved to St. Louis back in 2013 as a core member of Deaconess House. And so I am so grateful to be here now serving as the director in this ministry. And that was just a few years before Pastor Rebecca also served as the director of Deaconess House a couple years ago. And in case anyone doesn't know, hasn't heard of Deaconess House, we are a diocesan ministry for young adults. And as a diocesan ministry, we love to connect with you, the people of the Diocese of Missouri. Every year, the diocese invites 4 to 8 young adults to come to live together in this semi-monastic, intentional Christian community at a house in Old North St. Louis. And the core members in just a moment will share a bit about their favorite aspect of the program or what they find most formative about the program. But it is definitely not a year off in any means. It's very much a year on. And as we connect with people in the diocese, every August, I invite parishes around the diocese to walk a little bit closer with our young adults as a sponsoring parish. And sponsoring parishes are those who contribute as well a bit financially to support the formation of the young adults, but they also, just like we're doing today, invite the core members to preach, to maybe even lead the adult forum, to teach back and give back what they're learning during their year together. And then also, when it's safe and when we're able, we invite the parish, members of the parish, to come to Deaconess House in Old North to eat dinner when we're able to do that, to worship. We've been worshiping when it's nice and warm in the backyard together, so we hope to do that, hope to extend that invitation again during these beautiful days of spring. And I will mention we have a walking Stations of the Cross in Old North that we're hosting on Good Friday at 10 a.m., and so we'll send out, hopefully I'll send that link to Reverend Rebecca to send out to y'all in case you want to join us, of course with masks and walking together at a distance through the neighborhood. And then on July 3rd, the core members are also offering a day of thanks and a day of giving back, a day of teaching back some of the formation that they've experienced to people of the diocese. So that's another opportunity to join us in the backyard, as many people as we can fit safely and spread out. So I'll hand it over to y'all to introduce yourselves and share a bit more about this program.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for inviting us to share this morning with you. My name is Alex Nessie. I am originally from Washington State, but I'm coming here from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where I completed my degree. I am serving at the St. Louis Interfaith Committee on Latin America, doing policy work for immigration rights. One thing that's been very formative and that I'm very grateful about this year is that it's provided me personally a kind of a soft landing after my life got very shaken up during the pandemic. I graduated with my degree right as the pandemic began and realized that that degree no longer had a use in my life. And this program has given me the space and the time to be able to actually sit and refocus and to reconnect with what truly is meaningful for me and to figure out how I want to live in the world as we are coming toward the latter half of this service year. So I've been really grateful for having the space to discern and to sit with some of these questions that I know a lot of people have been facing during this pandemic but may not have had the time to do so. So that has been very wonderful for me, and I'm very grateful for that.
Good morning. Excuse me. My name is Maddie Bishop. I'm originally from Wichita, Kansas, and I'm serving at Rockwell House. Excuse me, I'm struggling today. Okay, sorry about that. I'm working at Rockwell House, the Episcopal Campus Ministry in St. Louis, and I have learned so much from that experience that I still am not able to put into words. I have learned so much about leadership styles and the ways in which community forms and how, listening to the needs of people and sharing with our whole selves builds genuine community. And so I am so grateful to them. And I'm so grateful to you all for helping make that possible. So thank you.
Good morning, friends. My name is Mtipe Kogani. I am from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Charles, I am from Dar es Salaam. And I'm serving at Christ Church Cathedral as my placement site. And as a community, we pray together, we worship together, we also do some formation classes together, and we also have time for discernment. Before joining this program, I really needed a place where I can do this stuff. And for me, being part of this community and to do all these aspects, which are all part of the program, has been so wonderful to me. So I'm so grateful for that. And thank you for having us this morning.
Well, good morning again. My name is Brian Moore from Columbia, Tennessee. I went to school at the University of Memphis, got my degree, and and I'm working at the Haven of Grace, my placement site, working with homeless pregnant women. And one thing I've learned or enjoyed about this year is living with such a diverse group of people. Before this, I was living in a house of 4 fraternity guys, and from all around the same area, so it's a very different experience, and I've learned a lot through having roommates from Africa, Wichita, Kansas, and Washington State, all around the country. So it's one of the few programs that you can get such a diverse group of people, and you can learn a lot through that as well. So, yes.
Thank you so much for having us, for letting us take over and lead worship as well. This is really neat. I know it's my first time to be, in a long time, to be with other people in a room together, worshiping together, so I am really grateful to be here. I started this ministry role back in August 2019, so there wasn't too many months before the pandemic set in, so I am so grateful to meet others around the Diocese of Missouri as well. And as you heard, our young adults, they worship together, they meet daily throughout the week for morning prayer, they serve 32 hours a week at different nonprofits around the St. Louis region, and on Fridays, they gather together for formation of so many different aspects. They check in on the rule of life that they write together as a community. They name and share and hold together their regrets and grievances and gratitudes of living in community. They discern, they learn together. And we're not the only program doing this. As you heard in the prayers of the people, we are part of the Episcopal Service Corps. So we're a network, a national network of young adult communities doing similar things, serving others, seeking God's justice in the world. And so if you know of a young adult, ages 21 through 30, please tell them about the good news and the opportunity of Deaconess Ann House or another Episcopal Service Corps community. We are recruiting as well for our next program year, so do help spread the word and the good news of this opportunity. So thank you. We are invited to walk in love as Christ loved us, as he shocked and disrupted the world in his day and continues to shock and disrupt our lives in the name of justice, in the name of God's justice, and as he gave himself as an offering and sacrifice of love.